jokes.
Welcome to the Regular Joe's podcast, live from the Omni Providence in lovely Providence, Rhode Island, at Rhode Island Comic-Con. I'm Dave Pisani.
I'm Barry Kay.
I'm Todd Pleasant.
I'm Brian Mix.
And I'm Daryl D. Priest.
Yeah, we're all here.
We are all here, and there's like 300 other people
it's
here.
Crowded in the lobby
it's
tonight.
Crowded in the lobby. They're all waiting to get into the party, as you can remember from every year, but we couldn't wait. There's just a sea of people here.
The line goes on forever.
And a sea of people is appropriate because it's the enchantment under the sea dance tonight.
Exactly.
It is a room full of puffy prom dresses and guys in suits and ties.
Yeah, a lot of people are dressed for the theme, which is really
they did,
cool.
which is cool. There's people, very 50s looking things, and then you get your odd Deadpool and
prom pool.
Some
Don't forget prom pool. She was great.
demigod lady, and who else we got? Someone with green hair, and there's someone with horns.
There's definitely some
there's a lot
some Beetlejuice crossover. There's some dead girls going in here.
Yep.
A couple of Lydia Dietzes and
there's a lot going on in this lobby. So forgive us if there's a lot of background noise, but we're on new equipment, sponsored by Rode. They've supplied the equipment to us, so
or somebody else did, but
it's totally not true.
As
so
I said
hopefully
earlier,
it sounds
Rode is
better
our
this
friend
year.
now. We like the Rode equipment, so thank you. Christopher Lloyd, he's not even acknowledging our presence.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Well,
we tried.
As we're starting off, Doc Brown just walked by.
He doesn't. He knew enough not to make. Tom Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, right there. Hey, what's going on?
Biff himself.
They know enough not to even make eye contact.
Yes. But technically, they've now been on the show since they walked by us.
They walked by us and pointed. Tom at least pointed at us.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's Saturday night. You know, this is the night we record. We've been here since Friday. A little bit of a different vibe this year. We definitely feel like there's more anime. There's a bunch of normals walking in. I think they're stewardesses.
Those are
and they're like,
stewardesses
what
are
the
checking
hell?
in and looking
And
around.
and there's
This is what
the
we call them
captain.
today.
That's a
Hey,
captain.
at least in this
Captain.
decade.
Captain.
A female airline captain. Good for her.
Hey, good for her.
They're like, what the hell did I just walk into? So there's definitely Tim Krasinski from Police Academy. Oh, and there's Scootenberg.
Hey,
It's Steve Gutenberg. Look at that.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Look at those guys.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, my
Steve
God.
Gutenberg, Tim Krasinski from Police Academy. Was he a guest? I didn't even remember seeing him.
Yes.
Yeah, he is a
I
guest
guess.
here.
So
He's a convention
they just walked
guest.
by. They're looking to come talk to us. No, they're not.
They totally should. All right, so yeah, it's a little mayhem here. So
Yeah,
please
it's a little
don't mind
crazy,
if
so-
we're a little distracted.
Yeah, it's a little distracting. Go, Daryl, go get him.
Who is he waving over?
Gutenberg.
Oh, go get him! Come on, Daryl. You're usually our talent correspondent.
You are. You're a talent wrangler.
Red Hood and Starfire over here.
Oh, Blade just came walking through the lobby here.
You did? It looks like Blade. Yeah, that's
Like
Blade.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I've never seen a Blade movie. So we were saying it's a different vibe this year.
Yeah.
and it definitely feels that way.
There's a more anime, like sort of voice actory animation bent
I know
to this whole thing.
A lot of my friends say the graying of fandom, and fandom's getting older and smaller and dying away, and that's not the case at all. Fandom's as big as ever.
It's evolving.
It's just evolving and passing us by.
Yeah, they're into different things. I mean, more than half of the celebrities here are voice actors for stuff we don't know about, and that's fine, you know. But there was other good stuff, but it's definitely a different scenario. It's an uglier scenario for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
I would maybe say it slightly differently, that it's become more inclusive.
Whatever. Fandom has always been inclusive, but
All right, there's a guy with a Howard the Duck T-shirt on. Mad props to him.
Wow, that's dedication to your
Leah
fans right
Thompson's here, and she will sign you a Howard the Duck
Photo.
8x10 for sure. If there's awkward silences, it's because we see someone who we think maybe someone but we're not sure.
But then they're not.
They're not.
Sometimes they are, but usually they're not.
So we got here Friday, as we normally do. The show was crowded. I mean, this show today was definitely crowded. You couldn't walk through the aisles at all. But I'd say celebrity for us down this year. There weren't as many people we're into.
I'd say there were fewer, and then some of the ones that were here we've actually already met in the past, and so we weren't going to go do that again, so that lowered the number even more.
At the top was pretty tippy top. I mean, they had
everyone from
most of the Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox, Leah Thompson, Christopher Lloyd, Tom Wilson.
Yeah, that's it.
That was that's a big deal to have all of them here. We haven't had that here before.
And we had Jonathan Frakes and Michael Dorn from Next Generation.
Yeah, we talked, Todd and Brian and I talked to Jonathan Frakes. He was awesome. I got his autograph.
Yeah, he was great.
Todd got his autograph. We were talking to him about how we liked his directing on all the Star Trek shows, and he said he's got a new episode of Strange New Worlds this season that he thinks is awesome.
He said that the 8 scripts that he's seen for Starfleet Academy are some of the best stuff he's seen, and he is super excited about it.
Yeah.
And we've got to take that as encouragement, because I know we've all been a little down on the idea of that show.
And he was really easy to talk to. I mean, I had said, hey, we like how all your directing and stuff, and he said, I said I like First Contact, and he's like, is it your favorite? I'm like, well, I like Wrath of Khan too. I'm like, but right now, First Contact's my favorite. But it was just a regular good dude to talk to.
Good. He's good to talk to.
And Brian has met him before. Totally recognized Brian from
Ticonderoga
and Star Trek Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those interactions you like to have when you meet a celebrity. That was just easy, and he made it, inviting for you to talk to him. So really good dude.
Super nice guy.
Yeah. And then Todd, you got Lindsay Wagner.
Yep. Both she and Lee Majors are here.
We were talking to her a little bit about, there was a picture of her and Bigfoot from
Bionic Bigfoot, yeah.
Bionic Bigfoot, and I was like, is that Andre the Giant? And it wasn't, because it was in $6 Million Man, but it was Ted Cassidy in that. That was like the extent of our conversation, but she's still nice. We had seen her a couple years ago. She's always friendly, nice to talk to. And Barry, you got a couple autographs?
I did. Last night, on Friday night, I got Michelle Ang, who is from, she's Omega on The Bad Batch. And she was great. She was a lot of fun to talk to. And then today, I got Dee Bradley Baker, who's been doing voice of clones for years now. He's all the clones on Bad Batch. He's all the clones in Clone Wars. He's been in a million other things, too. I talked to him a little bit about the Tauntaun is his favorite creature. And
it is.
And he said that, he was a kid when he saw Star Wars in 1977, but that when he saw the Tauntaun go across Hoth, he knew Empire was going to be just as good or better than what he had seen. So he's always loved the Tauntaun. So
did he make Tauntaun noises?
He did make Tauntaun noises, yes. So it was good to talk to him about the Tauntaun. And just in general, he's been a Star Wars fan since he was a kid. So for him to now be able to be a part of it was pretty cool, he said.
And he had just walked by before we started recording, and we're like, come talk to us. And he's like, my voice is really tired.
Yeah, he's
so
like, I've been talking all day, and I got another whole day tomorrow. So he didn't actually want to come on with us just because he's resting his voice. But.
Yeah, because he does. When you talk to him, he does all his voices and stuff. Tim Krasinski, he was in Police Academy. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Hand him a mic. Somebody quick, hand him a mic.
The regular Joes.
Where are the regular
Joes?
Joes?
You're all regular. Hi, regular Joes.
We've been doing a podcast here for 11 years. We've been here every year.
Me?
No
and you're all named Joe?
No one's named Joe.
And
there was 5 Joes here.
And we're not regular either.
We're not regular.
What are your names?
I'm Todd.
I'm Brian.
I'm Barry.
Dave.
I'm Daryl.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no Joes.
What a lovely bunch of coconuts.
We love your work on Police Academy, Saturday Night Live. Awesome stuff.
Yes.
I was just having a schmooze with Steve Gutenberg.
We saw Gutenberg over there.
Yeah, we go back, oh my God, to 1984.
Wow.
I can't do the math. What's that, 16 and 20? 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And we met on Police Academy 2.
Okay.
I'm not in the Police Academy 1. That's the good one. I'm in 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so...
What are you going to do?
Do what you can.
Are you enjoying the show?
Oh, it's a great show.
Yeah.
I just started doing these Comic-Con things.
Yeah.
This is the best one I've ever been at.
We've come here 12 years in a row. It's really a good one.
We love this show.
It's really, really well run and well organized, and I'm having a great time. And and I get to be with Steve Gutenberg. Unfortunately, my Proctor and Harris couldn't be here. That's Lance Kinsey and G.W. Bailey. G.W. got ill and they couldn't come, but Michael Winslow was here.
We saw him.
We saw him here
Brown
too today.
is here, and now Mr. Gutenberg is here. Everybody wants to see Mahoney, so
Yeah.
we're going to have a good time tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome.
This is really fun.
Great. Well, thanks
for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. And I just found out I got invited to the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. I was on SNL from seasons 6, 7, 8, 9, and now it's 50.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm
oh, my
old
God.
as dirt, guys.
Yeah.
So, but at least they invited me back for the party.
There you go.
That is really awesome.
Awesome.
That is really awesome.
And congratulations on that.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Awesome to talk
Have
to
a
you.
great night.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Boy, I've watched since 75. I've seen, that makes us old as dirt.
Yeah.
I remember the first one, George, how I was allowed to stay awake at 10 years old to watch Saturday Night Live. Well, who saw the movie? Was it
Yeah,
you?
I saw
Yeah,
the
you
movie,
were
yeah.
saying how good the movie is.
It's fantastic. It's the 45 minutes before the first show.
Yeah.
And it's just panic and running around.
Yeah.
It's great.
But I totally remember Tim on it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. He looks good. I mean, he's got to be in his 70s easily, right? He's
Got to be. Yeah.
looking good.
I would have not have thought it was that many years ago he was on the show.
Yeah.
That just shows how old we are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's scary, yeah. That was cool, though, yeah. And I totally forgot Gutenberg was here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What else
he
was he
was a
in?
late addition, Gutenberg.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Was he in
Who? Gutenberg?
Yeah,
He was in Cocoon.
Cocoon? Yeah, and wasn't he in?
And he was in
the Johnny Five thing.
Short Circuit. Yeah, that's
And he's-
And most importantly, Amazon Women on the Moon.
Yes.
oh,
He was.
And
He was.
3 Men and a Baby, right?
Oh,
was in 3 Men
yeah,
and
he
Baby.
did a lot of good
3 Men
stuff.
and a Little Lady. I
That
think
was
it
the sequel.
The sequel. Oh, okay.
3 Men and a Baby, and then 3 Men and a Little Lady.
Oh, that's cool.
Why I know that, I don't know, but I do.
So we saw that we didn't get a ton of autographs. I mean, Shatner was here. I was thought about getting his autograph. We went to his panel.
We went to his panel
He answered
today.
questions. You know, we did talk to Frakes about Shatner because Frakes was asking us like, who else you're seeing? You know, like a couple people we want to see, like Tatiana from She-Hulk, and she's going to be in Starfleet Academy also.
Yes, that's right.
And Shatner, and he's like, Shatner's in a good mood today. I just saw him this morning.
You're getting the good
You're getting good
Shatner.
You
Shatner.
got good
He knows.
Shatner today.
And
And I think we saw that. His panel he was upbeat.
he was
and
definitely
very-
upbeat. You could totally see it.
He told a great story about Kingdom of the Spiders.
Yeah.
And them having to glue a tarantula to his face.
Yeah.
To get a shot.
And how many times they had to try
times
getting it off.
they had to glue a tarantula to his face.
I mean, the guy, and even like Frank said, we were talking, like I said, or one of us said, like, this guy does all these shows. And Frank's was like, he's 93. It's like, he just doesn't stop.
Never stops.
Yeah.
And then he made a big eye roll. It's like, he must need the money, which we all know he doesn't.
Right, and we were talking earlier, we know he's at a show on Long Island this coming weekend.
Yeah.
And then he's in Ticonderoga the weekend after.
Where Brian's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't stop.
Good for him. Hey, maybe if you stop, you slow. If you slow down, you just.
What's the expression of Rolling Stone gathers no moss? He's not slowing down.
Yeah, or a shark needs to keep swimming. Who the hell knows?
Exactly.
But it's so funny. If Frakes had not said he's in a good mood, but you could totally tell he was in a different mood than other times we've seen him.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
definitely seemed more upbeat than other
That is
times.
funny, but yes.
Which was funny.
And it is amazing when he does these panels. We've seen these panels a couple times. He basically walks out, sits in a chair, and just says, go, ask questions.
No, but sometimes he tells a story. The last time we saw him, he
Yeah,
told
he
that
was-
whole
he was
story
a
about
little bit
going to
more-
space.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was much
Yeah.
more, And he even said at the beginning of this thing, sometimes I walk out here and I have a plan. I'm going to tell a whole, relay some info or tell a story. This time he just asked questions.
Last time he was fresh off the space experience.
Yes.
And so he talked that, and that was most of the time. And this was a little more random.
Yeah.
But he's always entertaining, and I feel like if he's here, I've got to see him.
Yeah.
Because someday he won't be here.
I've seen him a dozen times.
I'm not sure
I've
I
never
believe
heard
that,
the
Barry.
same story twice.
Todd's right. Maybe he will always be here.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, that's dude's 93, and he is traveling all over the East Coast the next few weeks. It's nuts.
Well, and we know from Brian's experience a few years ago, he travels by himself, right? I mean, he's not like traveling with an entourage or handlers. He's hopping on planes and traveling on his own.
I guess he's just making like the East Coast swing. I can't imagine he's going back to L.A. or whatever.
Good for him.
Yeah, cool. So we didn't get a ton of autographs. I find, you say these shows, like, I almost never buy anything, but we bought a couple things. And we bought some interesting T-shirts. Who was the one who saw it? You?
Oh, yeah, I spotted a T-shirt. It's basically, it's just a blue shirt with white printing on it, but it says Anakin's Child Care.
Youngling Care.
And it says taking care of younglings, and taking care of is in quotes, since Order 66. Yep. And it's got a lightsaber across the shirt. It's great.
So we all bought that shirt, of course, because it's mean-spirited, and that's great.
We'll post pictures on Instagram of the shirt and the information where you can find one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy had a lot of cool designs, but that one was a must-buy. I also bought another T-shirt this afternoon. It is meant to look like the Led Zeppelin logo, but instead it's Gandalf. So it says Gandalf in the Led Zeppelin font, and it's got Gandalf with his robe out like the wings of the Led Zeppelin mascot, and he's got the staff up in the air. It's a great T-shirt. So I got that. You guys bought that sign.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like you see weird things. Like how many, we have our action figures covered thanks to Fanboy Collectibles. Check them out at their store in Newtown, Connecticut. Check them out online, fanboycollectibles.com.
There's a lot of cool new stuff up on the website
There
right
is,
now.
absolutely. Hot Toys Pops, Kotobukiya.
And Marvel Legends, high-end, Hasbro cosplay, stuff like that.
All kinds of good stuff. But, so we were walking by one of these booths, and they had these, so they look exactly like neon, but they're not neon, they're LED. And the LED technology has been so good that they can make these signs. So both Todd and I got on the air signs for our podcasting. They were $25.
Yeah, they were great.
Well, what was funny about it is I looked at Brian and I'm like, Brian, you could make these. He's like, not for $25. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, just buy them. It's like you might as well just buy it.
Rarely do you see something that you're like, oh, that's cool. I would get it. How much is it? And then you're like, okay. Either you talk yourself in, and then we're like, it's $25. I'm like, I couldn't buy the parts for this for $25. It was, it's made in China and all, but that was cool.
Yeah, very cool.
It's always nice, and we've been coming to shows for
A long time.
50 years, probably, for me, since, since Creation Convention in the 70s. But when you still, at this point, find something to buy, it's nice. So that was cool. But it's Saturday night at the Omni Providence.
Saturday night at Rhode Island Comic-Con 2024. Woo!
There's
Always a
Poison
good time.
Ivy. Poison Ivy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Poison Ivy's in the house.
Just walked by.
She ignored us more than Biff.
Yeah, exactly.
He even kind of looked at us.
Yeah, he did look at us and pointed. He's like, look at these jerks. No, it's all good.
All right.
I say it is really cool that some of these people have gone all out for this, because we've got some people in 50s-ish dresses and skinny ties, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, well, do they always do a theme? I don't remember them always doing a theme.
I don't remember there being a theme.
No, I thought there was a theme before.
It's definitely a theme.
Well, this year for sure, but I don't remember there being
Look
a
at these
theme.
people. This guy's coming in like a tuxedo jacket, and his dress his date has got a 50s wig and a 50s
That is
dress
just awesome.
on.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
they look
And
great.
she's got a seashell.
Oh, it's the seashell
purse.
I love it.
That's awesome.
It's time for Enchantment Under the Sun. People are taking their pictures. They
Yeah,
look.
they look.
They look
the
the
guy's
part.
got like Nazi boots on.
No, that is the Little Mermaid and
Oh, you're
Prince
right.
whatever.
It's the
Yeah.
Prince and the Mermaid
Yeah,
in
that's
50s
brilliant. That is
prom
brilliant.
attire. Yeah. That's well done. Look at this guy in the gold jacket. That is a fancy jacket.
Paul Anka, ladies and gentlemen.
So I got to say, in the lobby here, the most common costume is Marty McFly and the Little Mermaid.
Which Marty McFly makes sense because it's the Enchantment Under the Sea.
Right.
The Little Mermaid, I guess, lends itself to Enchantment Under the
I
Sea.
think a lot of people thought that was a clever crossover.
Well, there's also probably some Little Mermaid fans that have never seen Back to the Future and don't know what the theme is actually from.
Could very well
But that's
be.
okay.
Yep.
So while you guys were buying your neon signs, Brian and I saw, was it Rocket? It had Rocket in the title, didn't it?
Rocket did say something Rocket.
Yeah, so there was a guy that actually had, like, builder supplies.
Rocket
Maker
prop.
supplies.
Rocket props. Yeah, it was like maker supplies. And Brian and I both bought some tools from him, which was really cool.
What are you doing?
And trying to figure out what you guys are doing.
We're
We're
recording
doing a
podcast.
podcast. We've been podcasting from here for 11 years. Not in a row, but every year we come
Not
here.
continuously,
Are you,
no.
are you here for the show?
I am here for the Rhode Island Comic-Con.
So are we.
I am.
Here for the party?
I am. So what is the podcast? What is this called?
At the Regular
Joe's
Joe's podcast.
We've been doing it for 12 years. And we do
Do
it
you just interview people from the street who walk in this hotel?
a lot of celebrities.
We do celebrities
Amazing.
usually, but you happen to walk up, so we...
I am
Really,
a celebrity. I might be an
You were very
Instagram
inquisitive
influencer.
looking, so I decided to talk to you.
Okay,
But
so tell me about this setup you guys have going on.
Why
That,
do-
is that like a mixer of sorts?
why do you podcast?
No,
You
but
want
I've
to.
dated a lot of DJs, so
sorry.
that looks.
Howard
I know.
Stern?
No, unfortunately, I've dated way less cool DJs.
Yeah, I hear ya.
So
Okay,
I've seen
okay.
some beep boop like level things like that before, but yours looks way better.
We used to use a regular one, but this is like Rode makes podcasting stuff. So
Yeah.
not a sponsor.
I mean, are you guys sponsored? Who's sponsoring you guys
Fanboy
right now?
Collectibles, check them out. Do you like toys?
I love Dungeons and Dragons toys.
I'm sure they
If,
have something. Check it out.
Warhammer
Peter
counts
Facinelli,
as
everybody.
toys.
There you go.
This is amazing. Thank you guys. So you come for Rhode Island Comic-Con?
Yes, we do.
Got
Yes.
it.
We're not sitting in this
God,
lobby
I thought
every
you
day.
guys every week are just going to come
No,
here.
just-
and
we
interview
just-
people.
yeah, we
That
interview-
is exactly
shows
what I
up.
thought was happening.
We interviewed a teacher
So-
convention last week. No,
I
no, we
believe
didn't.
it. And then like the week before that was like some financial thing. Okay.
Not at all.
No, it was
Got it.
Medical equipment.
Yes, medical equipment.
people are a
yeah.
hoot when you get a
The
few
weekend
drinks in
before
them.
was like furniture. Yeah,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
furniture
Yep.
manufacturers or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, we just come for this, but we do a regular podcast on stuff.
Got it. Okay.
What's your name and what are you into?
My name is Olive, and
Olive.
I am very into anime and
Yeah,
Dungeons and
you and
Dragons.
everybody.
So
Yeah.
I mean everybody here.
We're not,
I'm not one of the like Marvel or like Star Wars people though, and
That's
I
what
feel
we are.
like I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm on the other side. Yeah.
What do you like for anime? What's your favorite?
Ooh, what's my favorite? So my favorite anime is probably Claymore. That I'm sure you guys don't
That-
know.
that means
Claymore.
nothing to me.
Yeah. It's a great anime, like strong female characters. It's like a bunch of women defeating yokais, like demons.
Okay.
Like that's my
Cool.
kind of anime.
That's a positive message, but you're part of the problem. No, I'm joking.
I
sorry.
might be a part of the problem. It's like there are some questionable acts in that show, like any '90s anime. But still, it's still my favorite, even with the questionableness.
That's
in
all
it.
good. No,
Cool.
We're old school Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek guys, but we're seeing the conventions are definitely moving towards. It's okay. It's all
I feel
good.
like it happened, like, as someone who was playing Dungeons and Dragons during the pandemic. I don't know if you guys... Are you guys Dungeons and Dragons people also?
From way back.
Do you play? Do you DM?
No, my son DMs, and they do it all over Discord. So
Yeah,
people all over the country. Yep.
So I play in person.
Okay,
Because I've played over Discord, but it's not as good as playing in person.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't read people's faces when you're
Okay.
playing over Discord in the same way.
All right.
Plus, I think the audio over Discord doesn't carry as well. Like, I don't like interrupting people as much as I do like
My
in person.
son's friend group is from college, so they've been together like 6 years. I don't think they need to see each other's faces necessarily because they know each other, like they're finely tuned.
Yes. Okay.
You know
so
what
they
I'm
can
saying?
read each other.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I'm impressed how it's evolved, and D&D can be. You can play anywhere with each other now.
I do like that.
Do you know
I've
this guy
heard-
behind you?
Yes, this is also who I play. So I technically play Starfinder. This is Matt. He plays Dungeons and Dragons and Starfinder, and also likes anime.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to meet you, Matt. Olive is way more talkative than you, but that's
I apologize.
okay.
Once I get a microphone in my hand, I will hand it off.
And Olive, where can we find more about your D&D adventures?
You can find us on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, on all of the social medias. Alberon RPG. That's us.
Well, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you for
Enjoy the
joining
show,
us.
Matt. Good luck
Thanks.
with that.
Great talking to you.
Have fun.
Okay, so that's Michelle right over there who plays Omega on the Bad Batch. Michelle!
Michelle. What is it? We're recording the Regular Joe's podcast.
Say hi to the regular Joe.
Oh, hey, is this live?
It will be.
I mean,
No,
it's a
we're
live
recording.
recording.
Yes, right.
We're
How are
recording,
you
yes.
able to cut through all the noise here?
Very
Sophisticated
I mean,
equipment.
I was like, they're either recording an audio or they're like DJing. I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
No, we're recording a
How
podcast.
is your Rhode Island Comic-Con going so far?
Very well. The best part was we met you
yesterday.
And
Got
that
your
was-
autograph.
That was really we were just saying that was
the high point of the show
so far.
Is that what you tell all the surprised guests that you have on this podcast? Because I believe it.
We're big Omega fans.
Thank you.
Yes.
Big
It's
Bad
so
Batch
nice
fans.
to meet everyone.
Yeah, we've been doing this for like 12 years. We come to this
All
convention.
together?
Yeah, we come to this convention every year, and we do it right here in this spot.
It was all the folks that
In
we've
this very
interviewed.
spot?
At this
Yes.
very spot. All the folks we've interviewed.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. That's like legacy.
So how's the show going for you?
It's my first time in Rhode Island, and I do feel, as someone who's not American, I do feel like each of the states have like a certain kind of personality and flavor, and you get to experience it from like in the hotel, the service staff, or the airport, or the punters, and yeah, Rhode Island has been so friendly, and I've really enjoyed all the chats that I've had.
That's great.
Yeah.
If any Omega action figures that are made just down the road here at Hasbro. So Hasbro.
This is the
Hasbro's based in Rhode Island.
Hasbro headquarters is right here.
is in Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island. Yeah.
That is such a cool fact. I'm so glad that you shared that with
Do
me.
you have any Omega action
I
figures?
have the Black Series, but only the first one, because I know there's a second one.
Yep, second one's great.
I haven't gotten the second one yet. But Hasbro were really, really kind, because I did an unboxing for them, and I have a son, and he's just sort of getting into Star Wars, but he was really into like the style of like lightsaber fighting, and I asked Hasbro if maybe they could include some lightsabers, and they were so generous.
Nice.
They gave him like one of the ones that has the Jedi training app attached.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
he got really into that.
Daryl's retired from
Oh, you used to
Hasbro,
work at Hasbro.
and he worked the Star Wars line for many
and he did
years.
Star Wars for 10 years there.
Oh,
So-
no way. Well, I don't know if you were still there when Omega stuff got brought out.
No.
No.
It's cool that
before
Hasbro
that.
can like translate the characters into these amazing like products for the fans.
Oh, so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like being a merch designer would be like a really fun career.
It is a very fun career. Oh yeah, it's really fun.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you guys. I'm gonna
Yes, you too.
head up for. It's been. I've talked so much. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice.
Okay.
I got one more day to save it for. So.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate it.
Have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Yes, you as well.
Woohoo! That's awesome. I know you guys. I have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
But I know that's awesome. I know you got her autograph. That's awesome.
No,
So,
she is.
that's
terrific.
why the lobby of the Omni is always great. Always giving. Always giving.
Wait a minute, and she's like the only like animated or pretty much the only voice actor here that we recognize.
Well, her and D. Bradley Baker. Yeah.
No, but that's cool. I mean, I'm glad you guys are excited by that.
Yeah, that was great.
She's really nice.
Anytime we get somebody from Star Wars, I'm happy.
The accent really caught me by surprise.
Yes.
She's
I wasn't expecting
Australian
that.
or
No, she's New Zealand.
New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Same thing. No, it isn't.
See, I thought that was a Rhode Island accent. I was fooled, but apparently she's from New Zealand.
Omega sounds different than she sounds, or no?
No, that's Omega's
exactly
voice.
like that.
I have seen the first series, first episode, first season.
No,
so
that's her voice.
it's funny because she had that handler dude. Those guys always tend to freak out a little.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's like a Lucasfilm guy or if he's just a. But we've had handlers. Like when we met the people from Being Human, Sam Witwer.
Oh, yeah.
The handlers from, I guess at the time it was Sci-Fi Channel, were like freaking out. You can't talk to them. They can't talk online. I know that dude. What's going on?
Where do you know him from?
I don't know. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Do I know you? Give him your mic.
This is a podcast. I love everything that you guys do. Rhode Island Comic-Con, the biggest Comic-Con in the smallest state. You guys keep doing what you do.
Thank you very much, buddy. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we saw him last year, maybe. I can't remember.
We did.
think we
We talked
did,
it
yeah.
before.
I was going to say, I don't recognize him.
no,
I wasn't
weren't-
here last year.
Yeah, you weren't here. But I think we saw him last year.
Yeah, that's right. It was the year you took off.
I took
Barry.
1 year off, and God, everything went to hell.
You missed it.
Oh, boy, yeah. Last year was a pretty good year, I got to say.
Hell yeah, I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, but you were here in spirit.
I know, I was. And I was here a little bit on the phone.
You talked to Darth Vader.
I
And
talked
we had-
to
we
not
had
Darth.
managed
I
Skywalker to
talked
fill
to
in
sort
for
of
you,
Vader.
so-
All right, where were we before? I mean, it was great talking to Olive, but when I'm sitting here the whole time going, Omega's right there, and we're talking to Olive.
I didn't know. I'm glad you said it, but
I didn't know it either.
it's nice to have somebody who's
that was great.
She was
That was
good on the
great.
mic.
Yeah. No disrespect to Olive. That was awesome, but I'm like, I hope we don't lose Omega.
No, that was awesome. Good job getting her.
It's like the young Boba
Oh
Fett.
yeah, Daniel
Daniel
Logan. Daniel Logan.
You would not stop talking. And all these people were
what was-
walking by and like waving to us. And
Yeah,
he wouldn't
yeah,
stop
yeah.
talking.
Well, last year we literally were talking to John Rice Davis for an hour, and Greg Nicotero is like literally sitting waiting.
He was interested though. He was having a good
It's
time.
like there's a legend, and I'm waiting to talk to these dopes who are now talking to a legend. But they were both awesome last year.
All right.
No, they were
so
terrific.
before all of that just happened, we were talking about the tools we bought for model
Oh,
making.
God.
There you go. That's what's great about the lobby. It's all over the place.
It is.
You got to grab the
It's
opportunities.
live, and what do we always say? Head on a swivel.
Head on the swivel. Good
So
job, you guys.
I had just bought a mini electric sander, which is a little digital sander that's holds sanding pads that are maybe 1/4 of an inch for getting in the really tight corners on models. So I walked Barry over. It's like, Barry, you got to get one of these. It's $50.
Yeah, it was.
rechargeable.
I mean, the price was great. The guy was super cool.
Super cool.
And he actually, turned out there's a bunch of things there that he's made himself and patented the designs and
It's
stuff.
your job.
So it was good. It was really good.
And I ended up getting a mini Dremel tool. It's a little teeny tiny Dremel for sand, again, for grinding in small spaces and drilling in small bits. That's it. The guy's company name is Beval. He makes, if you do foam cutting for armor, that kind of thing, he makes a tool that holds your X-Acto knife at just the right bevel to cut beveled edges to glue your parts together. It's a really amazing little tool.
Yeah, it was
I
great
don't do
stuff.
foam.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But
There's a lot of people cosplaying in foam. That's a good.
Yep.
That's a good tip.
It's a really cool tip. And he also is selling mini compressors for your airbrush.
yeah, you can attach your airbrush to it, and it runs. You don't need a hose and a compressor. It was really
it's
cool.
like the size of a large electric toothbrush, and it's an air compressor to run your airbrush.
Yeah, I may end up picking one of those up from him after the fact, but I can't wait to go home and try out this sanding tool. It looks great. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of people building stuff in foam and stuff. That's cool.
yeah, and that's something we haven't seen here before. Like, it was actually really cool that out of all the vendors here, there was like somebody who had something different. Actually, a few people that had different things, which was kind of cool.
which is nice. I mean, you always like buying something, and especially if it's something different. So it's happy to find the neon signs. You guys got the tools. it's always nice to come away with something.
And I started a new collection today.
Oh, yes, that's true.
I'm now collecting Star Wars comic books, so look out, Maria. Sorry.
The original run.
The original
Marvel
run of Marvel. I'm going to get all 107 or however many there are, somewhere like that. So I have 8 now.
Oh, boy.
8 down, 199 to go.
So what was that Star Wars #1 that was slabbed in that guy's? How much was that one?
Oh, it was $1,800.
$1,800. That was a good
Yeah.
number. What was it, like a 9 point something?
It was high. It was like 9.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked up to a stand of just tons of slab
high
comic
end stuff.
Well, and you were sort of browsing it just to get a better sense of what some of your stuff might be worth,
he
right?
had, I guess, outside of the Spider-Man #1 and Amazing Fantasy 15, I think one of the most valuable comics right now is Spider-Man 129, which is the intro of Punisher. And he had a high grade, which was like 9.6. It was, Todd, what was it, $15,000 or $18,000? $15,000. That book is through the roof. And where, like I used to think other issues would be a bigger deal, between, Punisher, everyone loves Punisher, and then the Netflix series and now the Marvel series. That book is just nuts. Even an 8 point something was $5,000. So,
and this guy, his company is Fantasy Unlimited Comics. He's in Albany, New York. Good guy. He had amazing,
lot of high
collection
end
of stuff.
slab graded stuff.
Yeah.
So was that mostly his collection, or was he actively trying to sell it?
No, actively trying to. This is his business. This is
it's
what he
also
does.
it wasn't. Not everything was his collection. He was buying stuff and he was turning it over.
And you can find him at Fantasy
There you go. Yeah, really. If you want high end stuff.
All right, so we are at the Omni Providence, and like Dave said, we're at Rhode Island Comic-Con. It is a different show, and either we're different, or it's different, or it's a combination of the two. But we're still having a great time because we're hanging out with our friends.
That's exactly what it's all about. Who's that? That's somebody. Someone's asking this woman for autograph, but she's like, "I'm here."
She's like, people pay for that here. You can't just do it for free in the lobby.
You can't. I don't know who she is, but
she's an attractive woman. She must be an actress,
but she has an agent.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you want to be in a podcast? The Regular Joe's podcast.
I love that.
So
let me introduce myself.
Please.
I am Dr. Britt Burke DMD. I am a professional wrestler and a dentist.
That's amazing.
Legitimately, but I have a dental degree and I'm a pro wrestler.
Really? I saw your sign and I saw you at the show.
It's all real.
Are you a practicing dentist?
Correct. Yeah. Not full time anymore though, because let me tell you why. Patients think that the dental office is a Comic-Con and you can just come in and get autographs and signatures. And
like that guy that just tried to do that in the lobby.
God bless him, but
I understand.
Right.
You're here to do it. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I had a bunch of, not a bunch, but one too many scary fans where the cops needed to be called.
Yeah.
So it was like, this isn't like worth it anymore. So it's wrestling is my main career, but I'm still a dentist too.
Wow.
Now, what wrestling organization are you part of?
All Elite Wrestling, AEW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't follow wrestling,
That's
but
okay.
we know what it is.
I don't even know what podcast I'm on right now.
Well, that's all good.
Okay.
It's the Regular Joe's podcast.
It's a beautiful thing.
We're mostly movies, sci-fi, toys, comics collecting.
This is stuff we're showing her our flyer. We've done stuff over the past.
Is this Marty Cove?
Yes. You know Marty?
I sure
no,
do.
Is that Marty? Wait.
I'm a big Cobra Kai fan.
Oh yeah, that's like 12 years ago when they
love Cobra Kai. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
awesome.
we had Billy Zabka and Martin Cove on the
love
podcast.
Billy, love Marty, love Ralph. All legends, icons. We'll call them icons.
Oh, yeah.
Icons still, when you say the word icon, you're still calling them out for being old, but you're respecting that they're a legend, right? That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, and it's amazing the comeback and the resurgence that they've had with Cobra Kai.
And you know, as tragic as COVID was, it did so much good for the entertainment business in weird way. That's
people found shows,
right?
Yeah.
I found
totally.
Cobra Kai. I didn't know it was on YouTube or whatever for years before Netflix.
Oh, it was,
and
yeah,
I was watching stuff during the pandemic, like Tiger King and Cobra Kai, things that I would have probably never found. And it's a weird thing, but it's just how it happened. And we found so many shows and I know the anime and the voice actors, they really, took off after the pandemic era too, because they were able to film in their houses.
You can see from this show, it's like a ton of people.
We were just talking about how anime has taken off at the show over the
I
past
don't know
few years.
anything about anime, but
Neither
I
do we.
know the lines to meet the voice of a cartoon character is absolutely insane.
Yeah, we were just talking about how that's become, over the last few years, it just keeps becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah. My agent's like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm just doing a quick podcast. I'll be back."
How many shows like this have you done?
Oh, I've been doing Comic-Con since literally I did like the first one right after the pandemic ended.
Okay.
So I've done quite a few. I've done like New York Comic-Con. I've done the panels in San Diego Comic-Con. This is my second time doing Rhode Island.
Okay.
So I've got to ask, did the wrestling come first or the dental?
Same exact time.
Really?
Literally, when I graduated from Penn State University. I'm a big Penn State football girl. I was going to Pitt for dental school, and as I was moving back to the city of Pittsburgh for dental school, I signed up for a wrestling school. Same time.
And you hadn't wrestled before.
My drink's up, so I have to leave you guys soon.
Oh, okay. No worries. You had to drink that one.
Yeah, so what this is a tequila with a muddled strawberry, limoncello, and simple syrup. It's so
That
good.
sounds
Does everyone
good.
want to try it? It's really good.
I'll try it.
Yeah,
We
I
just
think
had
you
a couple.
should.
We had margaritas down the road.
No,
They
this
were
is
nice.
better.
Yeah.
And it's healthier.
That's actually really good.
It's so good.
I like
You'd
that.
never
Oh,
know.
is that Leah Thompson right there?
No.
It looked like it's on the back of her head.
But okay, guys, I don't want to leave them with the bar tab, so
No, that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. All right.
She was adorable.
Yes, she
She was
certainly was.
drinking out of her drink.
She's a wrestler.
You know what?
Oh my
She
God.
offered the drink and nobody wanted to take. I felt
would-
like I needed
I'm
to
like,
take a
I
sip
know.
out
I
of
was
it.
almost.
I
gonna,
don't
like,
drink tequila, so
It
no.
was good. I liked it.
I like the muddled strawberry.
I liked it more because she handed it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably like really well known, and we just don't know who
She's
she
a
is.
dentist and a wrestler.
That's
I'm
amazing.
gonna knock your teeth out, and then I'm gonna put them back in.
That's right. I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking that was like a
Her
shtick.
teeth were
You know, it was
perfect.
Like,
Were
Well, they better be.
No, a very cute woman. That's awesome, and she came to us.
Yes.
I like that.
None of us flagged her over. I just want to say that.
No.
But you know what? Hey, we're equal opportunity here.
I'll have to remember. I see that AEW on like TNT.
yeah,
or TBS
yeah. I
or
mean,
something
it's
like
the
that.
real deal. I'm going to watch it now just to see her wrestle.
Meanwhile, there's these creeps looking to get free autographs. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, really, guys. Come on. Have some respect.
Yeah, exactly.
For yourselves as well as for the guests.
Well, at least for the guests, because the other one is left the country. I'm sorry. You have no respect for
Elvis
yourself.
has left that building. I get
Yeah.
you.
Like I say, these people lurking, trying to get free autographs are almost as bad as people trying to get people in.
I
on the
know.
podcast.
Almost as
That
bad.
girl came to us, and
Us,
I still don't remember.
absolutely.
Dr. somebody. What's her name?
Doctor really hot. I don't know what her name
Yeah.
was, but she was really hot.
I got to see her wrestle. Like, that's just crazy.
I'm going to be looking that up on YouTube tonight.
And I will not watch wrestling. Yeah. I did walk by her autograph booth, and I'm like, it says Dr. so-and-so, DMD.
Hey,
or I'm like,
that's a real deal, but it's also her shtick, right? I bet there aren't any other wrestlers that...
that's crazy. Like, you were a dentist and a wrestler.
That's the first wrestler we've had on the show.
I think it
We've
is.
had Power Rangers, but never a wrestler.
And it's the first dentist we've had on
And
the show.
first dentist. A lot of firsts tonight.
My dentist is actually really hot, too. But she's not a wrestler.
Is she hotter than her? Don't answer that question.
No. And Pam knows. She's like, oh, you're going to see your girlfriend, the dentist? I'm like, she's really cute. What do you want me to do? Yeah, that's my dentist. Wow, Jesus.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Her bicuspids are nice.
Wow.
Okay, let's try to get this back on track.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
As if that's
Even
a thing.
we say this every year. We sit here and we're like, oh, we're not going to get anybody. No one's here. You got your Omega.
We got
lady.
Omega, we got
this Dennis. You got Tim Krasinski. We got Olive.
We had Olive.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
In this day and age, people will grab a mic and talk into it, and just like, because it's more of a thing. You know, people know. When we started doing this 12 years ago, no one knew what a podcast was.
That's right.
And they're like, what's a podcast? What are you doing?
Well,
Now
what
they're
was
all
funny
like,
with Olive was that she thought it was a DJ mixer. She's like, what are you guys doing?
She was sweet. She was nice.
Yeah, this has been a fun night. It's always a great night here at the Omni Providence in Rhode Island.
Particularly when there's no line.
Yeah,
in the
now
room.
it's now.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
it's
can tell the
quieter here.
background noise. The line is all in the party. And even the security guy
Yeah.
has walked by, looked at us a bunch of times, and
He's
it's all
cool.
good.
He's
Yeah.
totally cool.
Yeah, they're all been awesome. We've never had anybody. In fact,
terrific.
some people have asked, "Do you need us to help get someone out of your way?" And we're like, "No, that's not what we're looking to do."
That's been cool.
So it's been awesome. Yeah.
So we just had a visit from Pete, the head of security here at the Omni.
Yeah, I was in the men's room and I came back and you guys are talking to the guy who's the head of security. And I'm like, oh boy.
Meanwhile, he loves having us
show.
here. He's been here for 3 years. He's always pleased to see us come back. I thought that was terrific.
He actually came by with the 2 thumbs up and said, "Are you guys okay?" Like, yeah, we're okay.
For the 11 or 12 years, and we'll have to figure out how many it was, we've always been like, are we going to get in trouble? Is this year we get
Is this
thrown
the
out?
year
Is
we
this
get
gonna
kicked
be-
out?
And here comes the head of security and like, are you guys okay? Let me know if you need anything. We love having you here. Like,
Yeah, it
that's
was
awesome.
It's
That-
amazing.
That
And
in and of
that's-
itself is justification for
It's great.
being here.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we have become an icon of Rhode Island Comic-Con.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
No, that was
I choose to believe that.
well. When the guy who could throw you out is like, "What do you need from me?"
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You know?
that's great. And that is this hotel as a whole. They've always been great, and we always like coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing we didn't mention about this year's convention and in the Omni Providence, they took out the escalators. And
That's
they put
true.
in
Yes,
the world's
finally.
longest staircase going upstairs.
the longest, widest staircase I've ever
So when
seen.
when we first came, there was an escalator for several years, and then it was closed for a couple of years.
When we were here last year, it was closed.
it was more than just last year.
Yeah, I
the
talked
year
to
before it was closed, too, because I was here.
Yes, yeah.
And it was
I
closed.
talked to the guy at the front desk, and I'm like, "Oh, what's with the escalator?" And he's like, "Yeah, there was all kinds of problems. It was always breaking down. In fact, someone was moving equipment, and it just put a pipe through the wall or something." And he's
Yeah.
like, "We had to get rid of it. It's just not working." So it's been up for 10 months. So it's like 15 feet wide and like
1,000
80
feet tall.
It's and the funny thing is, no one at Comic-Con walks up or
Up the
down it
stairs,
because
it's
they're
just
too
like
fat and lazy.
I'm going from the lobby to the 10th floor, and there's this huge crowd of people, and they all pack into the elevator with me, and then get off on the second floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Well, I can see where some people might find this staircase intimidating.
Challenging, yes.
It's quite the staircase. Yeah. That was no cheap deal over there.
No, that was an expensive proposition to take out a set of escalators and put in this staircase. But
It's like 40 marble steps.
yeah, it's nice though. I mean, it's
It's
well
very
done.
nice.
Yeah. Cool. But the Providence Omni has always been good to us. Always.
And this year didn't disappoint.
Doesn't disappoint. So anything? What else? You went looking for comic books. Anything else? Brian, you bought a couple things. What did you buy?
I bought a Mego Ultraman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did buy that.
Amigo Ultraman and a couple of Disneyland gifts for my wife for Christmas.
Nice. Oh, Todd, you bought that Roosevelt shirt.
Yes,
The Jurassic
very cool.
Park shirt.
So it's kind of a Hawaiian shirt with a leaf pattern, but with Jurassic Park dinosaurs hidden in the
Behind the
bushes.
leaves, yeah.
That's
so
a
there's
cool
the
looking.
Velociraptors and there's a T-Rex, and it's like you just kind of see the eyes peering through. It's awesome.
It looks like
it's
a
very
totally
cool.
normal shirt unless you look a little closer, and then you got they've got a ton of shirts,
Yeah.
and some are way more in your face, and
Yeah,
some are way
this
more
is very
subtle.
subtle.
Yeah, that one's very subtle.
That's
So,
it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt. So that's awesome.
All right, so we're kind of, I think, winding down
Yeah,
for the
we are
night.
probably winding down. You never
Yeah.
know who's going to show up.
You never know.
You know who was here who's never been here? HasLab was here. HasLab was here. Yeah.
Yeah, they were set up with the Ecto One and the whole Ghostbusters setup, and I guess it hasn't been funded yet, so they're soliciting for people to sign up for it.
But we've never seen them at the show. It's funny. They were giving away Ghostbuster patches that say HasLab across them, which was I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's good. That's the first time. I think it is the first time they've ever been at Rhode Island Comic-Con.
Yeah,
They were
They
showing.
maybe couldn't find the place. Just saying.
They were showing the Ghost Pack, which has been out
Yeah, the
for a
Proton
while. Proton Pack.
The Proton Pack's been out for
Yeah.
a long time. But though, I just got to notice that the wand is shipping.
Oh, the
So
second wand.
the HasLab wand is it's just shipping like this week now.
Okay, I think that's the '84 Ghostbusters wand because
Then
originally it was the Afterlife wand.
Right.
That's one
Right.
I have. I bought that first, and then I bought the Ghost Pack.
Now
And
it's
then-
the neutrino.
the
neutrino
other
one.
one.
Yep.
So that's cool. It's good that they were here. They should be here.
Yeah, I mean,
I've-
like we said, they were some new vendors and some different things here. And
Oh, talk about that guy. There was a guy 3D printing helmets, or really masks. Todd was talking to him for a while.
So this guy has full-size helmets that he's 3D printing. Some really, really cool stuff.
He had
Super
Deadpool
high quality.
and Iron Man and Spider-Man. Some things that and 3D printed with texture in them. Those were pretty cool.
yeah, they were made to look like cloth patterns.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And Wolverine and
Plus he had-
I'm going to buy a Batman cowl
Batman-
from
Batman
him.
cowl.
Interesting. It's nice to see different things. I'll tell you, there is the most things you see is crappy art.
And
There was-
Funko Pops.
Yeah, there's a lot
Well,
of
there's
that.
certainly Funko Pops, but there's a ton of people selling bad art. I bet that's 20% of the show.
Well, and I mean, speculation, right? We think a lot of it's AI, and a lot of it
Probably
is just
AI,
like images that are
So this
stolen
is
off the internet.
OmegaLevelPrint.com, okay? And this Omega, who we can remember.
Yes.
Level Print, and guy's name is Perry Camp. Really, really cool stuff. Extremely well done.
Yeah, very well done.
And affordable for what they were. I mean, they were large items, and they were not like highly overpriced or anything.
Yeah.
He also had a Cyclops like eyepiece that was really cool.
Yes. Yep. Lots of really cool stuff, but super, super well. A lot of different materials, super well executed. The while we're giving out references, the Anakin shirt we mentioned earlier is from Geek Boy Press.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And you can also find them on Instagram and PayPal and whatnot, on pretty much everything. So
Yep. All the socials.
Yep.
And I don't think we bought anything this year, but Hero Fight's here. They were here every year. That he's got some new stuff. He's always got new stuff.
Yeah, he's
He
always got
makes
new designs
The metal
and
prints and stuff.
his stuff
so
is great.
His stuff is always awesome. But it's nice because you sort of feel like you see the same stuff. But, this year we definitely saw some different, the 3D printed stuff, the LED signs, different stuff, which is nice because, 90% of the vendors just aren't for us.
a lot of like foam weapons and
Oh, God, yeah.
tons of like AI prints.
a ton of just
it's
a lot
just
of
like,
bad
yeah,
art.
Yeah.
But there's definitely over the last few years we've seen an increase in like gaming supplies, like dice vendors and,
That's the thing.
and all
It's
that
just-
kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot more 3D printed stuff, but
Some
a lot
bad,
of this,
some good. This guy's stuff was really nice.
Right, like I was going to say, we've seen a lot of like the Yoda as Buddha 3D printed things for years now, but now we're starting to see bigger items and really well done stuff.
Especially with the this guy said that I said, what printer did you use? Because these are full head size things. He has a printer that he made with another printer.
Yeah, he makes his own printer.
He printed
We
his
know
own
is
printers.
The downfall of humanity when machines are making other machines. But
Absolutely.
we'll deal with that for now. So that was pretty awesome.
Moments away from the singularity. We're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. But, a little bit different show, a little bit of a different vibe, but still, I'm here to hang out with the guys. That's all. And I'm glad all 5 of us could be here together.
Yes. Me too. I'm sorry I wasn't here last year, but I'm glad I made up for it this year.
Always good to hang out with the boys.
Yeah. So I think that's about it
That's
for this year.
probably a wrap for Rhode Island Comic-Con. We'll be here next year.
Come by and see us.
It'll be sometime in November.
Saturday night at the Omni Providence.
Exactly.
In the lobby. In the couch right to the left of the entrance. This is where they always are.
You walk in, it's to your right.
Oh, to your right.
actually.
It's to your right.
To your
Yeah.
right. Our left, your right. And now we know we're welcome. As long as that guy's not fired, we're all good.
We know the head of security. We're okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So awesome. So thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Now, are you ready?
Wake up, Daryl.
We're old men. We need to get going.
Are we going to do the intro? Sing the intro? I won't know it.
We could sing the intro. I mean, if you guys want to.
Nobody wants to.
All right. Then let's just do it. I could do it a cappella.
Okay.
Well, I know it if he starts it. Daryl knows it.
We should do it in 3-part harmony. Who can harmonize?
I can. I can harmonize in G.
Okay.
Can you harmonize in G?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a G.
I'll be the bass. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do this.
All right. Welcome to the Regular Joe's podcast, live from the Omni Providence in Providence, Rhode Island. Wait, should I do that again?
No, we're rolling. We're
rolling.
Show. Hey, it's Tony Soprano, everybody. Hey, forget about it.
You're going to get us whacked.
It's like we forgot how to do this.
I know. Every year it feels the same way.